Hey guys, this is Bob. I'm going to give a little bit better look at the snake named Sand Creek, or Sandy for short. Still don't have its sex. They advised me that I could come tomorrow when the person that sexes their snakes on intake, the ones they come get in for sale, is off today, and she'll be there tomorrow, so I may take him back. But we've had a busy day. He's been to the laundromat with me twice. I go there to do towels from my old Chihuahuas. They're encouraged to pee on the towel rather than somewhere else, and they do. So I go there to wash and dry those. So we've been there twice, and we've been to Petco, and the staff there was very helpful. And this is a common or generic type ball python. It doesn't have any fancy genetics. It's just a pretty ball python. This is about the size they get them in. I had everything in Nathan's setup that we needed, except a thermometer and humidity monitor. And I like this setup. This is what I use in Nelson, my blue-tongued skinks habitat, and I've been very happy with them. And these are $11, $12 for the pair. You can buy them separately for like $8 a piece, so it's cheaper to go ahead and get the pair of them. The water bowl, I may put a different water bowl in that doesn't take up quite so much room, but right now with him being this small, I keep saying I think it's okay. He drank a lot of water when we got back and stretched out, and I believe is resting. He was great today. The time that he wasn't in my pocket, when he was in my pocket, he stayed balled up and was happy to be there in my shorts pocket. Did great. I was careful not to sit on him while I drove. Most of the time I carried him in either hand, and he would make himself comfortable and position himself. In fact, I put a picture on Instagram so that he could watch me. He definitely has discovered me, I'll say it that way. The girl at Petco even noticed, the young lady, that whenever I moved him or I moved, he followed me and kept contact with my face. So pretty cool. But she recommended that I keep feeding him mice, and recommended the size and told me how to gauge that, and had quite a bit of education there today. So doing great. I am going to go ahead and add some more stuff for him to climb on, since he likes to climb up. Personally, this snake likes to climb up and sit in the rim of his tank. He can't get out because it's locked. It's screwed on there, and I turn those. If he did get out, it would just be dogs barking at him, but he's not going to get out. Got his lamp up there, and he's got a heat pad. That's what that other cord is there. It's affixed to the bottom. This actually is a rodent or similar type tank. It's not a fish tank. You can see it doesn't even have glass in some areas. So lots of ventilation, and the main reason we went there was to get something for him to eat, because he was very active today, and like I learned today, that indicates that they are hungry. They're looking for food. They're not arboreal. They really don't like to climb a lot. So they told me that just since this particular snake that likes to go up to his rim, that I could try putting in some sticks, just use some natural stick. They didn't even take the opportunity to sell me any wood, and see if he likes it. And but that's not typical. They basically live in a African flatland, semi-desert, arid area, and so they definitely aren't tree climbers. But having said all that, the most important thing we went there for was something to eat, and I have learned how to size his food, and I won't go into that. I might at some other time. But I did pick him up 3 little mice or rats. I'm not sure which this is. Mouse. It's a hopper mouse, and they come in different sizes. This is about the 3rd size from the smallest. So I have thawed it in some warm water. You of course don't put these in the microwave, and I hope that and I'm not going to be happy when this little dead mouse comes out. but that's what he has to eat. I even explored other food options, and they said no, that this is what he needs to eat. So there we go. And also, I'm doing something here that I shouldn't do. He seemed like he was really interested in food when he was busy today. Oh, and the reason I have not cleaned the inside of his tank is we've literally been gone all afternoon, and he's tired. I didn't want to stimulate him right now just to wipe off those little specks of water in there. It's from mist in him, I'm sure, to keep his humidity up. Should be about 80, they told me, and that's what I've researched as well. So it's not, it's about half that right now, because I've got a dehumidifier right here. So you should not feed them in their habitat that they live in. They should have a separate area that you take them out, so they're not expecting food when you open it up. And that's what he expected this morning. I think he may have been being fed in here. It even says on the instructions not to feed them in their habitat, to take them out and feed them in a separate area. I don't have anything that I want to make that. I've got a box back there that the parakeets came in that I saved. That might be a good option. However, he could get out of that pretty easy, even with it taped down, and that's a lot of trouble. So I'll get something and do this correctly, but since this is the way he's accustomed to, I'm going to go ahead and attempt to feed him like this. And I have tongs. I've had those for a long time. Primarily I used them for plants, but I don't have that much plant work to do right now. Tapped on the glass, so that probably woke him up if he was sleeping. But I have used these. Yossi smells the mouse. Yossi, get down. Get down. Get out of there. Leave the little mouse alone. So I am going to take his light off, which will probably take away a lot of our light. Let's see here. I think we're okay. Getting some reflection there too. But what I'm hoping to do is present the mouse to him. Let me turn this back on and try something else. It may have a ballast so that it won't turn over. A lot of them have a safety feature like that. Nope, this one doesn't. So that'll give us some light there. I'm going to break that just a little bit with the, oh, that's right. Sorry, this is obviously amateur impromptu. Got so much reflection now. So what I'm going to do is open it, and he should respond to that immediately. And I'm going to get the mouse and present it to him. I may go in from the top so we can see better. The little head. Okay, I wasn't sure. It's bigger than I thought. This is the part of this that I am not. I dropped the mouse. Not going to be fond of. Wow, he struck it. He's hungry. I asked if he ate it, if I could give him a second one, and she was emphatic about that. She said no, it might cause him to vomit, and that he really wasn't big enough to get too down in his stomach, and it would cause him issues. So to wait at least 3 days. He knocked it out of my hand once. Kind of hard to hang on to it. How he would respond. I think he's recoiled. I can get this to stay. Of course it won't. Of course it won't. Right there. That's going to be in the water, you know, in just a second. There he is. There he is. Oh, I'm also going to put him another hide in here so that he can have a cooler hide on this end and a warmer hide on that end. I had already done that with Nelson, but I just hadn't got quite there with him. That's 2 strikes. Is this too big? I don't think so. It's 3 strikes. Just kind of hold it still. He's definitely interested and definitely hungry. He only needs to get it in his mouth. Here we go. Here we go. I've seen so many videos of people doing this. Wow, it's 11 minutes. Sorry, guys. We'll see who stayed to the end. He's ready. It's hard for me to tell. Come on. Whoa. He missed that entirely. He definitely is more interested in it. See how he's tracking it? He was doing that to me in the store. Kind of creepy now. Watching me as I moved him. Oh man, you keep missing it. I wonder if Nathan laid it down for him. Let me just lay it there a minute and see what he does. Let me see what he does. In his mouth, yawning or something. I saw something about these guys that, you know, they always say that snakes dislocate their jaws. I'm going to get all the people that know a lot about snakes, and I know very little. They always say snakes dislocate their jaws, but they actually don't. Right at the cleft of their chin, where our chin would be, that disconnects right there and allows them to spread their jaws further apart from the bottom. And that may or may not be true. He's like, you're such an amateur, and he's right. There we go. Okay, I'm thinking that Nathan may have held it and held it out a little further, trying to gauge where his strike would be. So fast. Come on. Of course, I know that he's hears me, but not hears me like we hear, so interesting how snakes do here. Come on. I can just hear people watching this. Do this, do that, Bob. I'm about to drop the mouse again. I don't know, guys. I'm wondering if I have a mouse that's too big, but I don't think so, based on, she told me to, oh, he missed it entirely again. She said it should be smaller than the largest thickness of his body, and if you look, that's right there pretty much to his left, to our top, and the mouse definitely is smaller than that, so shouldn't be too big for him. Come on, buddy. I'm doing something wrong. And sat down there and showed my ugly legs and my shorts. Fortunately, it was just shorts. Just leave it lay there for a minute and see. Maybe that's what I'm doing wrong. Maybe Nathan laid it down for him. That's what I'm thinking, since he keeps missing it. And it looks like I have the back of the head toward him. So I don't know. So what I'm going to do, because it's 16 minutes, I'm going to stop this video and continue to try and facilitate this feeding, and if successful, I will make a part 2. Thanks guys, appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.